Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have their prayers answered while others fail to see results? Discover the secret to making your prayers effective and transforming your spiritual life in this special video. Today, we will explore a practical technique to strengthen your spiritual life and ensure that your prayers are answered. Together, we'll understand how your prayers not only are made but also reach the right destination to manifest your intentions. Continuing our series on the power of the subconscious, we'll delve into one of the most powerful books I've ever read on the subject. Understanding how the mind works is crucial to living a full and abundant life in this earthly dimension. If you've been following my channel, you know we're here for a unique human experience, and understanding how our minds operate is essential to maximizing it. Now, what is the true secret to having our prayers answered? In many churches, like the one I grew up in, I see people spending their entire lives kneeling and pleading for improvements. Some even develop calluses on their knees from so much time spent in this way. What I notice is that many of these people continue in this cycle without seeing significant changes in their lives. After exploring universal laws, quantum physics, and the power of the mind, I asked myself, why do these people continue in this pattern? Is there something they are not understanding or doing incorrectly? When we enter church, we say we believe in God, have faith, and pray, yet often we do not see tangible results in our lives. What kind of God do we serve? The God I know is abundant and capable of everything, provided it is requested. One thing people often fail to understand is the true meaning of prayer. Many people, especially evangelical Christians, have a prayer view based on kneeling and pleading for something. However, a Bible verse teaches us that if we ask believing, we will receive. This raises the question, do the people who spend years in churches, constantly kneeling and asking for blessings, truly believe they will receive? Perhaps this lack of faith explains why they do not see results. Let's discuss the real secret to having our prayers answered. To contextualize, it's crucial to understand that just as an engineer uses proven techniques and skills to build a bridge or design a spacecraft, we too need to learn effective methods to govern, control, and direct our lives. We are subject to universal laws that govern our existence here in this dimension. Just as in Canada, where we must know the laws to live in society, we must also understand and respect the universal laws established by God. Joseph is reminding us that to have our prayers answered, it's essential to begin by applying the correct techniques and methods, just as an engineer applies skills to build a bridge. To achieve something significant, it's crucial to possess techniques and means that have been proven effective. Just as you cannot build a bridge from nothing without prior knowledge, Joseph reminds us that to have our prayers answered, we need to employ appropriate techniques and methods. The way prayers are answered follows a scientific principle. Nothing happens by chance in this universe. There exists the universal law of cause and effect. Every effect has a corresponding cause, and vice versa. If we wish to reap apples, we must plant seeds for fruitful trees to grow. This is a universe governed by order and laws, both spiritually and materially. Therefore, kneeling and pleading for something will not yield results if we do not understand and apply these laws. Prayer is not simply an act of pleading. It is the formulation of an idea about what we wish to accomplish. In other words, when we pray, we are setting our intention for something specific to happen. Prayer should not be seen as something that floats in the air without purpose. It should be directed to achieve what we ask for. It's about understanding the scientific principles behind prayer and how to apply them effectively. It's true that acquiring a desired house is one of the greatest desires of the soul. Sincere desire is the essence of prayer, where your desire is your own prayer. This concept is crucial and profound. We are constantly praying through our desires 24 hours a day, regardless of whether we are physically kneeling. This is powerful and, at the same time, dangerous, because our thoughts have the power to attract disorder or prosperity into our lives. God, the whole, is neutral. If it were otherwise, there would be no injustice in the world, because He gave us free will. Therefore, we are responsible for choosing our desires. A desire can be an intense longing or a deep fear. Even intense fear is a type of desire because it feeds emotions that have a specific vibration. God, as a powerful neutral energy, responds to what we send to Him. If our inner being is filled with fear of poverty or illness, that vibration will be received and reflected in our lives. That's why people can spend decades in physical prayer without seeing changes, because they don't understand that it's the inner state that shapes the external reality. We will learn how to direct our desires positively and consciously so that we can manifest a life of prosperity and spiritual peace. Many people don't realize that God understands feelings, not just words. When they kneel and ask God for something, they verbalize their desires like, "God, I want this, bless me with that." However, what God truly perceives is the inner feeling accompanying those words. If there's a sense of lack within them, like, "I don't have this, so I need to ask God," that's what He receives. The Bible is clear in teaching that we receive what we believe we have already received. If someone is kneeling and asking for something, it implies they don't yet possess it. This creates a cycle of continual lack and need in their life. So, what can we do? First, we must consciously choose what we want. After making that choice, we no longer need to repeatedly ask God. Instead, we should simply give thanks, acting as if we have already received it. While someone is constantly kneeling and begging for something, they are essentially repeating to themselves, "I don't have this." This only attracts more lack into their lives. This is the crucial point many people don't understand about prayer and its dynamics with God. Often, people feel cursed because they follow all the rules in church, kneel and pray fervently, but blessings don't arrive. They become frustrated, questioning why everyone around them seems blessed while they are not. The answer lies in how they understand prayer. God doesn't just hear words, He reads the feeling behind them. If someone prays with a sense of lack, mentally repeating, "I don't have this, I don't have this," no matter how many words they say, nothing will change. It's essential to consciously choose what you want. God, with His powerful and loving energy, is ready to grant our desires, but we must clearly envision them in our minds. Everything we desire already belongs to us by divine right, and we must believe we have already received it. God created us in His image and likeness, with access to everything He possesses. We are not asking for something that belongs to someone else. It is rightfully ours. Therefore, the real secret, as taught by Joseph Murphy, is to understand that our prayer is the formulation of an idea about something we desire. If we have a genuine desire in our hearts and believe it's possible, then it becomes our prayer. In the book we are exploring, we will discover more about this real secret so that all our prayers are answered. It's important to understand that if our inner feeling is one of lack or difficulty, that's the energy we are sending out, and that's what we are attracting into our life. Let's continue exploring to learn how to correctly apply this power in our lives. Let's continue with the explanation of how this technique can be applied to impress the subconscious with the desired outcome, without the need to kneel and plead. The fundamental secret to having your prayers answered lies in firmly installing the desired outcome in your subconscious mind. Instead of focusing on the processes or difficulties, focus exclusively on the desired outcome of your journey. If you seek prosperity, visualize yourself already living in that prosperity. If it's health you're after, see yourself already enjoying vibrant health. This exercise is best done in a state of reverie, that moment between waking and sleeping where your mind is most receptive to suggestions. It is in this state that you can clearly visualize the desired outcome you wish to achieve. By doing this repeatedly before sleep, you allow your subconscious to accept this plan as reality. This approach doesn't involve pleading or begging, but rather consciously choosing what you want and implanting that vision in your subconscious mind. This is how successful, prosperous, and healthy individuals apply this principle in their lives. They understand that the power lies in determining the desired outcome and allowing the subconscious to work towards it. This technique of impressing the subconscious is crucial for prayer to be answered. It is simple yet powerful and can significantly transform your reality if applied persistently and with conviction. The greatest secret for your prayer to be answered lies in one fundamental principle: impressing your subconscious mind with a desired outcome. This central teaching can profoundly transform people's lives. By understanding this simple information, you realize that for your prayer to be effective, you need to visualize and believe in the desired outcome. Imagine, what is the ultimate outcome you truly desire for your life? Don't worry about the details of the process to achieve it right now. Focus solely on the end result. This is crucial because this is how you begin to shape your reality. Albert Einstein, for example, used a method to avoid falling asleep completely while practicing this method. He sought to remain in that state between wakefulness and sleep, where the mind is most receptive to changes and suggestions. It's such a subtle moment that we often can't exactly remember when we fell asleep, as we are on the threshold between full consciousness and deep sleep. Therefore, by repeatedly visualizing the desired outcome before falling asleep, you are programming your subconscious to accept this reality as true. This simple yet powerful technique can have a significant impact on manifesting your desires and fulfilling your prayers. It's also important to express gratitude for the support and positive feedback, and encourage viewers to subscribe to the channel, leave likes, comments, and share the content with others who may benefit. Gratitude is a fundamental part of this manifestation process and spiritual growth.